Alright, let's revisit Red Dead Redemption 1. It's been a very long time since I played this last. Played it last on the Xbox 360. Good couple of years ago. There is my boy, John Mars Bar. So I'm hoping this runs pretty well.
Hey, watch it, mister. Read all about it. Phil Williamson's gang terrorizing extra.
Phil Williamson. Rockstar Games represents. San Diego, eh? Red Dead Redemption. Such nostalgia.
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've
Oh, is that Miss
gained
McFarlane?
access to heaven.
I never noticed her in the back
But
of the
Father,
train.
do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
We did in fact
Apparently,
got to
Mr.
fly.
Johns
Get to
wants
fly,
run
sorry,
for
my
governor,
apologies.
which is why
Bad
he's
English.
so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Good old sweet land of Armadillo. Now bear in mind, it's been a while since I've played controller. Probably like a good, probably like a good fucking 4 years it's been since I've properly used a controller.
You must be John Marston.
I
Sometimes.
am indeed.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Don't stay out too late. All righty, Mr. Marston, let's get. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
I know. Come on. Spin
Let's go.
around.
Come on, easy up now. Yeah,
Oh, it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
that's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
God, I fucking miss this game.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves' Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
Oh, the fucking music, it's just beautiful.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
Yeah.
Fort Mercer.
Whoa there.
A lot of my online time spent
Listen,
here.
mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Let's go.
Bill! Bill!
Bill!
That is Bill.
Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
That's it, that's the game. Thank you, Miss McFarlane. That was your name, wasn't it? Can't remember.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam.
God
Should've left me
damn,
there to die.
15 bucks?
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why
Fucking
you
hell.
went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
I was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
My god, $15 to get a fucking bullet out. Whether you're going for a fucking cold, and it's fucking $80 just for a fucking consultation.
Howdy.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Is that
Come
your
on,
horse, is
time
it?
for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Okay.
Whoa there!
Alright, show me the
To
way,
your
Miss
right is the general
McFarlane.
store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Tobacco. You got some Winnie Blues?
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boy. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
What do you mean? I just rested for like 3 days.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look
A
around.
repeater carbon. Ah, the night sky.
Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious. Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Let's go!
God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Oh, let me fucking...
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Ooh. Do I not have... I do. Hang on a fucking minute. Oh, you poor thing. So it's been a while since I don't know if the targeting's not really.
Much obliged for the help.
Should be much better. Oh yeah, there you go.
Now back up. We should check out the rest of the ranch. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Yeah!
Giddy up! If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a...
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals! Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop.
Let's go!
Nice shot! That's it! Damn coyotes! Yes, we got one! Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are.
There we go.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Please be aware of a social disease carried by a certain young lady.
Social disease? Deadeye level 1 of 3. I forgot that there was Deadeye levels.
Hey, you hear about that? There's a young lady hears about.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
It's a long story.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only will I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be.
Is this
I'll
the
race
race?
you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Oh, I forgot about the race. The race of a lifetime.
All right, I'll show you how we ride around these parts.
Howdy.
Yeah!
Yeah!
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
This sure beats milking cows! This is gonna be close! Come on, boy!
Come!
Don't look back! I'm coming up behind you!
Bit of a shit turn.
Go! I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland.
Isn't this jolly? See you soon!
Come on! How you doing back there?
Ooh.
Slow up.
I have got you now!
Whoa. Come on.
Yeah!
This is how it's done.
Oh, I'm moving my fucking joystick. Shit.
Dangerous outlaw!
Yeah.
Try to keep up, will ya? See you at the finish line!
Come on. Try to stay with me now.
You're not as bad as I thought you'd be!
Come on, catch your fucking
You'll
stamina.
have to do better than that!
Let's go.
Yeah! Don't go easy on me! How's it feel getting beaten by a lady?
Come on.
Oh, no you don't!
Let's go. Would you like me to slow down? Yeah.
Easy now. That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
I will. We'll do one last Bonnie mission. And we'll
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
head on
I'm
to
well.
the
Would you mind
Marshal.
riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the reins, Mr. Marston.
This weather makes a man happy to be alive.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response.
Let the man cook.
I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
Armadillo. Perfect
So
stuff.
this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine.
Yes.
First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Hello there!
Oh man, I wish you could play online so bad. That'd be fun. My mate and I used to play like, used to turn all the HUD off and everything, and wear like civilian skins. And if you remember that, the spy game and whatnot, instead it was like the first to kill, you know, whichever one would be the winner. It was fucking fun as shit.
Some good tonics if you need them.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you again.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
I'll do my best, Bonnie. When did we get to meet Moses? Did we meet Moses in the original game? I don't know. Can't remember. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell them Pharaohs to let my people go. What a song. Let's go see the sheriff. The marshal.
Excuse me.
Hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Valid indeed.
The saloon's this way.
I see.
So who we looking for?
A bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walt. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days. Hold up, boy. Give an old man a chance to get the blood flowing.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up,
That's
Marston.
right, it's up.
Walton's our man. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose him.
Come on.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that
Let's
ain't
see
how
where
the
he's
law
going.
works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap-Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Yeah! He's headed for Pleasant's house. Let's stop so we can get a better look. Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn. Take cover. We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up. Try aiming at somebody, goddammit.
What kind of jump criminals are you?
Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. Take that feller behind the rock, boy. Now get to the rock. I'll shoot you some space. There's another one behind the rock, boy. Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them.
I'll kill every last one of you.
Hey, wake up. We got trouble. I don't try pointing it at somebody before you pull the trigger. Walton's inside the house. Take him alive if you can. Nice shooting, boy. I'd have preferred him to swing. I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we got the son of a bitch.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Whoa.
Come on. All right. Good old. Look at the map. Go on. Lock on. That's right. It doesn't lock on like fucking GTA does. Alright, guess it's this way.
Come on.
Oh my god, 5-finger fillet. I forgot that, like, blackjack, liar's dice. Was it blackjack? No, it was liar's dice and 5-finger fillet. I don't think blackjack was in here. Alright.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marson?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my...
How long you been working for the government?
Ah, we're going to Pike's Basin.
government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise. We need to stick together, boy. Them rustlers might be waiting for us. I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal. Neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land, bringing modernization and betterments to the West. It's only made the rich richer and the poor poorer, and it's killed a way of life.
Building a factory over a field ain't gonna help nobody I know.
Look at what they've done to the natives for God knows how many years now. It's hardly like they're gonna suddenly start respecting a man's right to work his land.
That's different. They're savages.
It ain't that different, Jonah.
Are you sure we're the Ballard twins, Eli?
Sure as shooting. I'd know those boys any place.
Nearly there.
Alright. At least the game's running smoothly. The only thing that I've noticed is the audio. You sort of hear a little bit of sort of like glitches, like high-pitched squeals.
And
Listen
those
out for
bastards
them.
ain't short on firepower neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Come on, stop lagging behind. Rustlers, find some cover. Let's go.
push forward.
Right, I'm in charge now.
That was some pretty damn good shooting, John.
Yep, maybe you ain't the tenderfoot I thought you was.
Coming from you, friend, that's a real compliment. I guess that's that then.
Follow me.
Fucking hell.
Sorry about this, partner.
Are you kidding?
Guess the West still is wide.
One for the government, boy. Sweet mother of God. Never pull your gun on somebody meaner than you.
You got him good.
You're rushing the danger over. We're done for.
We come from Mr. Gulch's cattle.
That's right, stop us getting too free. Hey,
You know how this is gonna end.
All right. I think that should be better. Just because, like, when I'm flicking up, it doesn't go straight to their head.
Over this bridge.
Should be okay, I
Damn,
guess.
those Bollard twins got themselves an army.
Yeah, rustling's a profitable business.
If I could use my keyboard and mouse, that would be fine and dandy, but, you know. I'll have to see if I can set that
But
up
the
later.
rancher can't pay him because those sons of bitches are robbing his cattle.
Yep. It's one of them vicious circle things the marshal keeps jawing about. Marston, all you gotta do is point it and pull the trigger. Look lively. They're all across the ridge.
Move and you're dead.
Come forward. We gotta get to the marshal.
Rusty got one. We should cross paths with the marshal up here.
He's been giving them hell on the other side.
That marshal of yours sure doesn't seem to mind getting his hands dirty.
Oh, he ain't afraid to pull the trigger, all right.
And he's been after these rustlers for a long time.
He'd tell you he's all about the book. Let the judge decide a man's fate, but he throws out plenty of his own justice, too.
You ain't leaving Pike's Basin alive.
More rustlers! Take them down! That's it! Stay with me!
Come on. There we go. Fucking hell. I forgot that it springs back in this game. It doesn't just keep going up. Unless you sort of like aim too far up like that. But as long as it stays red, it'll just, you know, stay. I forgot about that. There we go.
For Christ's sakes!
Careful, you clodhopper.
I'm gonna beat the lot of you.
Stop falling behind. We gotta push forward.
Are you kidding? I plant you shallow without a reading, boy.
For Christ's sake!
Oh,
All right,
sorry.
stealthy as you can, boys. Let's get as close to those bastards as we can.
Get those bastards! Careful! There's innocents down there. Watch out for Mr. Johnson Cat. You got one!
Don't try to be something you're not!
That bastard won't be rustling no more. I think that's all of them. Fine shooting, boys. Now, come on. Let's untie those hostages.
Stay close!
What have we got here?
Are you kidding me?
I see one of them.
Chewing tobacco.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant.
Oh,
He was
West
due in town
Dickens.
last week.
The fucking rat bastard.
Narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Fucking hate West Dickens. Little bitch. Look at that. I can't remember what suit was the one that I used to wear all the time. It was either that one or this one, I think. Not sure. Oh, you can... Okay, right. I have to... Oh, isn't... Isn't this place like right outside from... Yeah, McFarlane's Ranch. I thought so. Yeah, it's through that entrance. The archway. through this archway. Perfect. Oh, this is the fucking cattle
Mr.
mission.
Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Something on
Miss
your
McFarland,
mind.
I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows?
No. I really don't want to.
Whoa! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
I hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Yeah!
Is this where they break
You're not
off?
bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Nope. Okay, that's done. Thank God. Do I have to do this, yeah, a different time? 4 p.m. What's the time now? Like in half an hour-ish. Can I wait?
Let's go.
Can I go now? Yes. Damn it, I can't wait. Alright, time should go fast anyway. You sure I can't wait? I always thought you could. Am I just being stupid? Save, change outfits. Travel to destination. That at least put some time on. I mean, I'm going to the same place that I technically am, but, you know. Guess it worked. This is such a fun game. I miss it.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. Then we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Huh? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Let's see if we can put that new lasso of yours to good use. That ranch hand said there's a pack of wild horses nearby. Whoa there!
Come on, Mr. McFarlane. Hurry up.
You sure have some interesting theories on what...
Ain't serious, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret that sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics.
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
But I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarlane.
There you go, there's those little audio glitches. Sort of hear that high pitch sort of tick.
There they are! Let's get after them!
Rope one of them for me, Marston!
And slow down!
Hold tight! Coming to help you! That's it, boy! Get on it! That's it! Hold him nice and still!
He's there for the taking! Giddy up!
Don't let him buck you, Mr. Marston! Lay your hands to it!
Come on, baby!
Come on,
Calm
there,
down.
cowboy!
Relax!
Let's see it, boy!
Keep at it, Mr. Marston!
Take it slow now!
That's it! Don't give up!
Whoa there!
Show me what you got, boy!
Try not to spook him too much!
Come on, let's go!
Almost got
You'll have this in no time!
There we
Good
go.
work. I'm impressed, Marston. Mount up, Marston. You leave this one to me. Woo! I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch.
We haven't got all day! Come on then! Let's see if you can get another one! What are you waiting for?
I got you now!
Keep a good hold on him! Don't want to break him in! I got a hold on him! Hold on to him!
Relax now! Nearly there! I got you! That's it! Come on, come on, come on! Nearly there! That's better.
There we go.
You got him eating out of your hand! Easy now! Nice
Okay.
work! I think that'll do it for today. Get back to the ranch!
Alright.
Come! I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor. But it's straight. And it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
That must be Shad Joker, Miss McFarlane.
Who'd have thought you'd be such a natural at busting Broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day. If you can bear to stop killing people for a living. Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Thank you.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. Come on, Miss.
Give me a quick second to fuck around with these audio settings. Just gonna turn the music volume down a bit. Maybe sound effects just a tad. I forgot there was cheats in this game. Yeah, right. I forgot about that. Kill effect, subtitles. I'm gonna keep them on. Show waypoint. Yeah. Right. I think that's should be all.
Let's head for Armadillo.
Just because I feel like it's a bit overpowering over my voice.
Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying. Go. In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much.
It's kind of painful, but she's never far from my thoughts.
How'd you meet her?
She was an orphan, too. Fell in the same bunch of reprobates I did. She did what she had to do to survive, same as I did. You can't wallow with the pigs without getting a little dirty. She's a good woman, a strong woman. That gang was the closest thing to family she ever had.
Well, now she has her own family.
Not right now, she doesn't.
Paul will be real happy if we could wrangle some horses. We've got bills stacked up like bales of hay.
Well, you might as well strike while the iron's hot. I think I'm getting the hang of it.
There's my... Careful! You almost knocked me clean off.
Yeah. Come on. Whoa. Come on now.
Just herd them that way, and they should run right into it. Yeah!
Oh, we're not. Oh.
Move.
I thought we was capturing him like we did before. Alright, come this way then.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. That's it. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Move.
Do they just follow, or do you actually have to herd them like before? I think you have to herd them like the fucking cows.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
trying to herd them back to Armadillo. Okay, no, here. So say that'd be a long way to herd them back.
Come on! Come on! Yeah! That's it! Yeah! Move! Come! Yeah! Come on! Yeah! That's
There we go.
Looks like we got the lot of them. What magnificent animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away. Chase him down and bring him back.
That's the one that I want.
Go!
Get after him.
Come on.
Yeah!
Oh, come on.
Come on! I got you! You're mine now! Oh, this ain't good! That's it! Steady! Oh, shit!
Language,
Relax now.
John
Nearly
Marston.
there. Relax now. Come on.
There we go.
Come on. Let's go.
There we go.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
All right. Perfect. A nice little stallion. Which that should be in my... No? Dunno. Well, anyway. I'm going to leave this one here. It's already long enough, for an hour and a half. So we'll continue this one later.